everybody. My name is Cathy Zukimoto, and I am loving life. I am a newly divorced woman. Or as I like to say it, freshly single. And we know what that means in Los Angeles, right? Yeah. Sad, alone, and dating nobody. Actually, I'm in a pretty good relationship right now. It's in that beginning, excited butterflies in your stomach sort of stalker phase. Play these cute little games, where he moves or changes his email address and I try to find him. And I always do. He's so cute. People say you should look for red flags in the beginning of a relationship, like restraining orders. I think that boils down to interpretation. You see red flag. I see, wow, he took the time out of his busy schedule to do that. I just think that shows he cares. So my friends took me to dinner the other night. Gordon Lee, Kate Lee, Nancy Lee, Mike Lee, Jimin Lee, and Lee Lee. None of who were related or Asian. Was authentic Chinese cuisine, which means you take the animal from the pond into the fryer and onto the plate. Head to tail, all inclusive. I, of course, had the mature reaction of, my friend Kate, sitting across the table from me, was so disappointed. She's like, girl, you are like the whitest Japanese girl I know. You need to turn in your Asian card. I was like, Kate, I think you're like the blackest Chinese girl I know. You need to hand over your Miss Chinatown crown. Why did you wear it to dinner? Again. So I was at a Christmas party where this guy was completely convinced that I was a dominatrix. I'm not really sure what that was about. I was just minding my own business, spanking people. No, I'm not one. But I was thinking, what a cool job that would be, especially that week out of every month when it feels exceptionally good to torture somebody. I'd be thinking about my ex for motivation, like, whoosh, whoosh. That's for forgetting my birthday, Jeff. My name's Sean. Whatever, you're all Jeff to me. Whoosh, whoosh. What's my safe word? I can give you a safe word, Jeff. Whoosh. So I've been meeting a lot of people on the internet, not dating, comedy promotion. And between Twitter and Facebook and MySpace, I have to say I've met some really cool people. I've chatted with people from like Australia and London, people all across the United States, just people I'd never get a chance to meet before. The internet is awesome. For promotion, like everybody can find you. The only problem with the internet is that everybody can find you. I have people from high school wanting to friend me. Really? In our entire scholastic relationship, you didn't say 2 words to me, and now you want to Twitter to me about your kitchen tile? Okay, all right, I'll add you. As long as I can talk about my months of unemployment and my descent into the fiery ball of depression from hell. How's your baby? Yeah, I was unemployed for a little bit, but I have a great job now working on a show called Make It or Break It, ABC Family, Monday nights. It's awesome. But when I was unemployed, there were certainly budget cuts. There were a lot of things that I couldn't afford. Like, I couldn't afford to keep the highlights in my hair anymore, and so I went dark, and when my friend Diane saw it for the first time, she was like, oh, I like the new color, it's so pretty. I was like, really? Thanks, because when I look in the mirror, all I see is poor. My hair is like a financial status mood ring. When it's black, I'm in the black. When you see highlights of gold, lunch is on me. Sad, because I think my hair is actually darker since the last time I told that joke. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you've seen it. The economy's pretty bad. You've seen the news, right? The Battlestar Galactica convention was canceled. Yeah. I mean, if I can't give up my food money to spend $200 on an autograph from Starbucks, times are tough. So say we all. Oh, that would be my inner dork calling. I'm sorry. If you look at the fine print on my self-issued geek card, it says, "This is why you are sad, alone, and dating nobody." But yeah, to save some money, I definitely got one of those noise-making money savers for the apartment. I'm sure you guys all familiar with the roommate. Yeah, she's great. She's a beautiful lingerie model. It's awesome. If I ever wanted to learn about myself, it's definitely having a roommate. Because if I wanted to know how much people don't call me and don't text me, let's put my cell phone next to hers. Goes off constantly. I mean, like beep, 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 text, 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 beep, 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 text, text. And I'm like, oh, here's my phone. That's odd. I seem to have enough bars. Is there a reset button for this? No? And then one day I noticed that her cell phone was oddly quiet. I was like, hey, what's going on there? She's like, yeah, that's really weird. Oh, my cell phone was accidentally set to silent. Yours must have been too. It's like, no, my cell phone is just always set to sad. Oh, thank you guys, that's so sweet. My name is Cathy Zukimoto.
I'm Lynn Epstein, and I'm slightly sad that summer is over. Kind of glad I don't have to write that report, though, what I did this summer, because I went to Vegas, I wouldn't have been able to write the report. But I do miss the summer barbecue. I like the barbecue. Of course, I don't understand the concept of all-American barbecue, because you'll get there and there's hamburgers and hot dogs. That's German. And they have the kebabs. That's Turkish. And then they have Coke. It's Colombian. Where is the all-American thing there? And then, too, it doesn't make sense. Then they have, like, chili. Why do they call it chili? This stuff is hot. It doesn't make any sense. This summer I tried celebrating my half birthday. Yeah, it didn't go over well with my friends. But see, my birthday is in the middle of December, right smack in the middle of the holiday season. So for some reason, people think that means a 2-for-1 gift. What is that crap? You don't combine holidays. Why are you combining my presents, right? You don't, like, hide fireworks with the Easter eggs. You don't dress up in a Halloween costume and then go, like, carve the Thanksgiving turkey, do you? No. So why are you combining my presents? You gotta keep them separated. And a pair of socks does not count as 2. Yeah, that's rude. Now, being here in Southern California for a number of years, I've learned that aging is illegal. Not Asians, I said aging. And all the plastic surgery is getting a little bit ridiculous, you know, because I realize soon there's going to be a population of senior citizens with silicone. Yeah, grandmas with fake boobs. Eee. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Who is thinking of the children? Oh, yeah. Grandma comes over, come here, give Grammy a hug. There goes an eye. It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye. Now I'm thinking too, though, there's still some signs of aging that surgery cannot fix. Like I noticed, gentlemen, as you get older, the belt line starts to rise till it becomes like an underwire bra for the man boobies. Yeah, where's the nip and tuck for that? And then unfortunately for ladies, as we get older, like the hand stops waving, but the underarm doesn't. Yeah, I'm not there yet, but I can tell I'm getting older because the noises in my body are getting louder than the noises in my head. It's a little distracting. Although, I'm thinking though, the other weird thing about getting older, okay, see, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm gonna confess. I noticed that my nipples are starting to operate independently. Does that happen with women or just men? I don't know, but it's like I'm going this way and they're kind of looking over there and looking, we're going this way, we're going. Now don't try to look now because I have on my comedy bra. Yes, because as a female comic, you have to learn to know that we're all laughing at the same set. So I've got the comedy bra. No underwear, but I got the bra. Well, I don't like underwear. It's marketing crap. I don't believe in the underwear. It's not even underwear. It should be called like wedged in there. It's horrible. Literally, it's a pain in the butt. I tried wearing the thong. I did. I wore it for like a month, and it took me a month to realize I was wearing mine backwards. Of course, if you're looking for a quick pick-me-up, there is that. But it's just, I need the ventilation. I do, I need the ventilation. In fact, I was thinking during the summer, especially during the heat wave, I am so happy I don't have a scrotum. Seriously, gentlemen, I don't know how you do this. This is some sticky, sweaty business. How do you deal with that, especially in the hot weather? Like, why aren't you walking around like that? You know, I would think, like, you'd have, like, non-stick spray for that or something. Because, seriously, having a scrotum to me would be like peeling yourself off of grandma's hot plastic furniture with every step you take. No, I'm glad I don't have a scrotum. These are the things I figure out. So I am glad it's football season. Yes, I'm very happy about that. I am a bit of a tomboy, which was no picnic being a tomboy growing up because, like, who were my role models? Punky Brewster? Ooh, exactly. Ooh. Sucked. And then what? Like all the fairy tales, there's damsels in distress. And the Rapunzel thing, I think she could have helped herself. You know, it's like, Rapunzel, throw down your hair. I would have been like, dude, there's a forest, build me a ladder. Doesn't make any sense. But I do like football. I think I like football a lot because I believe in the quickie. I know what halftime is for. It's like, come on, baby. Got 10 minutes for the second half. Get over here and get naked. But whoa. Don't knock over my beer. And now if you just move your head to the left. Go Dolphins! Yeah, I know, we're loyal, but it's going to be a long season. But I like going to sports bars. The sports bars are kind of fun, except, gentlemen, I want to give you a little tip. Stop petting the little girl. What the hell is that? You're not doing it to the tall chicks. I'm not an animal. I'm just little. And here's another one. Don't pick up short chicks in the bar. No, literally, do not pick up short women in the bar way up over your head. We don't like dodging the ceiling fan. That is unfun. Dangling, does that look fun to you? No. The only impression you're making is with your thumbprint in my armpit. Ow! Plus, I might not be wearing underwear that night, and the surprise was not for you. Now, the other thing that I don't understand, too, I'm watching the TV, a lot of sports on TV. Why do they have Terry Bradshaw as the spokesperson for Supercuts Hair Salon? That's like having Gary Coleman do the big and tall store.
When I was a little girl, I had a fear of the dark, so I had to sleep with a light on. And now I'm middle-aged, and I have a fear of success. So I have to sleep with a loser. It's pretty bad. Do you know most people's number one fear is fear of public speaking. That actually used to be my number one fear. But then I did it, and I found it wasn't that bad. And then I did it again, and now I like it. I do it all the time. You know what my number two fear is? rape. I think that's going to be a hell of a process. It's going to be a little scary. As a younger woman, when I would take a shower, I used to be afraid that Norman Bates from the movie Psycho was going to come and stab me through the shower curtain. I was so scared. Now, I'm afraid of slipping. It is treacherous in there. It's very scary. You'll see, young people. I also hate needles, and I think for that reason I can never get Botox. But I don't want smile lines, so I've just stopped taking my Prozac. Figure as long as I'm unhappy, I'll look pretty good. A friend of mine just had her nose pierced. It actually looks kind of cute. Except for the fact that she also has her eyebrow, lip, tongue, belly button, and nipples pierced as well. So I think this officially makes her only attractive to lightning. That might be it. I went to a guess your weight booth at a carnival, and the guy was like, 350 pounds. I was like, what? That is not right. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm also the fortune teller. Damn it. Oh, it won't be that bad. When I'm 350 pounds, though, everybody's going to say, Allie, you have such a pretty face. You should meet Allie. She's really pretty face. Very nice girl, too. I don't drink. I know. So you cannot roofie me. And this makes dating difficult. This makes dating awkward because guys immediately assume that I must be an alcoholic. And I don't want them to think this because I'm trying to make a good first impression. So now when guys ask me if I want a drink, I just say, no, thank you. I'm pregnant. They like that. That's a big hit. A friend of mine just had a baby, and she said that giving birth was like pushing a watermelon out of her body. And that grossed me out enough to never want to have children, nor any of her fruit salad. I don't know where she's been getting her produce, and I don't trust it. Go to Ralph's. My Ralph's supermarket now has an employee whose entire job is just to say hello. I walked in the other day and this guy goes, hi, how are you? I said, do I know you? He said, no, I'm the greeter. I was like, oh, you're the greeter. And then on the way out, I was like, what, no goodbye? And he's like, that's not my job. That's a really good point. My favorite holiday of all the holidays is 4th of July because it's the only one that's got the date right in the name, and it's the only one I never miss. You see, like normally I have no idea what holiday it is until I've looked at a Latina's fingernails. It's Christmas! It's Christmas! And I know your birthstone. Yes. Those are nice rhinestones. I like that. It's so much fun. Yeah, this is fun. This is so much fun. Oh my God. Last night, I did a show, and the entire audience, the whole time, was on their cell phones, like texting and talking. And then, like, here I am tonight, and like everybody's so great and present, and it's just so obvious that tonight's audience is not nearly as popular as last night's audience. And, you know, frankly, guys, every night My neighbor blasts his stereo so loud that it thumps and shakes my entire apartment, and it keeps me from sleeping. And I have this fantasy of kicking in his door, shooting him in the knee and saying, "Go ahead, scream, bitch. No one can hear you over your music." But I'm too shy. It's hard to meet people is the point of that story. Do you hate when you open up to somebody and tell them something really personal and private about yourself, and their only response is, "I'm calling the police"? Yeah, you probably should. My grandma, she's about to turn 98 years old. Oh my God, what do you buy for someone who's gonna be 98? I'm just gonna get her something I'm gonna want in a couple months. Enjoy that bikini, Grandma. Some people are totally afraid of aging, and I'm okay. I'm pretty cool with it. I have one regret though. My only regret now is just how much time I wasted in my youth, complaining about what I looked like. Everything's I'm fat, I'm ugly. It's just, it's ridiculous. I look back at pictures of myself when I was 17 and I masturbate to them. I was gorgeous.
Hello. Oh my God, you're so warm. I was just in the bathroom. I just have to tell you this really fast. This girl came out and she's like, "Oh my God, it smells like pee in there." It smells like pee in there. And I was like, "Do we know each other?" So I sniffed because I felt like it was my duty. And I was like, we kind of pee in here. It's unfortunate, but it happens. I think I'd be a little bit more thrown off if I walked in and I was like, "Is that brisket? Somebody's making a very intricate meat dish in here. It's perplexing." That'd be a little bit more crazy than pee. Let it go. Let's move on. Let it go. I'm from Chicago. I just moved here about a year ago. And, yeah, that's right, woo. And I work with a lot of tall, thin, beautiful blonde girls. I wait tables. I know, it's crazy. I don't know if you've seen me. I'm short and stout. I wear glasses. Brown hair. This is fake red you're looking at. It's fake. I have adult acne, which I'm working on. So nobody feel bad for me. But she came up to me the other day and she was like, "Oh my God, that guy just said I reminded him of Barbie." And I was like, "Okay. You do." She looks like Barbie, her hands like this. She looks like Barbie. She's not rocker Barbie. I'm just saying. I proceeded to tell every Barbie she was not to make myself feel better. And then she wanted to get real deep by the soda machine. She was like, "Well, what do you get all the time? I mean, everybody gets somebody. Who do you get?" And I'm like, Sally Field. I get a lot. She's doing osteoporosis commercials right now, so I'll totally take her. You know what I mean? Sure, I'd do those right now if they asked me. They're like, "I heard a crick in my knee. I would totally sign that contract." Oh my God. Someone just called me beautiful, and I'm wearing my glasses. Don't make me take them off. Thank you, that was really nice. I just want to, I actually discovered something about myself this year over the holidays, that I will fight an 8-year-old for pudding. I'll fight him. There was one pudding cup left at our Christmas Eve event. This 8-year-old doesn't have a job. I have a job. So we wrestled, I won. I love pudding. It is good. It's delicious. And what's great about pudding is that the spoon goes perfectly with the pudding cup because it's scooping the deliciousness into your mouth. You know what I mean? But there's a point when that spoon stops doing its job and there's still pudding in the cup. Do you know what I'm saying? And you'll scrape for days. You still won't get it out. That's when you have to put the spoon down, glance around to check who's watching, and go in with your tongue. On occasion, I'll cut that crap open and lick it. I'll get it done. I'll take what's mine. I fought for it. It's delicious. My mother came to visit, and one night she wanted to make it a blockbuster night, which was totally fine with me. And we decided that we were going to rent History of Violence, which is a couple years old, but neither of us have seen it, so we're like, we'll watch it. If you're not familiar, History of Violence has Maria Bello and Viggo Mortensen. Can't say his name, so I'm just going to let it go. It's going to be wrong the entire time. But we're watching it, and the scene comes out where Maria Bello's wearing like a cheerleading uniform. She's an adult woman wearing a cheerleading. She hasn't coached thus far in the movie, so there's no reason for it. So she flashes Viggo Mortensen, and there's nothing covering her lady. And I think to myself, this is going to be bad. Like an explicit sex scene's about to take place. I just want to be clear, my mother and I have made a special effort to act as if sex doesn't exist. I don't even know if that chick has a do you know what I mean? Like, we don't talk about it. So, of course, Viggo Mortensen goes up to her, flips her into a 6'9". Right in front of me and my mom. Right on the thing there. So, at this point, I'm starting to sweat a little bit because it's getting really uncomfortable. We're not making eye contact. And neither of us are watching the movie at this point. And I'm thinking, should I go to the bathroom or is it obvious I just want to get the hell out of here? And then she's like, this kettle corn is sweet. Like, we're making anything up to not make it awkward. So finally the scene changes and she's looking at me, and you know when someone looks at you and you know they're going to say something? And I'm like, don't say anything. Like, we just got through this. We can just act like this never happened. And all of a sudden she's like, she had a lot of hair down there. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's real tiny, my mom. What does she know about hair down there? Tiny. Like you mentioned, I was a personal assistant for a celebrity, which was kind of cool because you get to meet like some cool people. But like any good hired help, you make friends with the hired help. You know what I mean? You're like, hey, we're both getting paid to serve her. And so we went to a bar, and he got off the phone and he was like, oh, Eva Longoria is going to come up and say hi. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, she's in the restaurant, she's gonna come up and say hi. Now I just want to tell you that when I was driving here from Chicago, Eva Longoria wasn't on the list of the people to freak out about, although she seems very nice. Wasn't on my list. So why did I check my gloss, made sure my hair looked gorgeous, and is my stomach flat? Like I kept asking him. Like, she needs to see me at my best. Eva Longoria, we're gonna be friends, so she needs to see me. So she comes up, and I date men. The only reason I tell you this is because she looked real soft. Do you know what I mean? Freshly exfoliated. Yet she smelled delicious. And she comes up and he introduces me. He's like, this is Renee Gauthier. She goes, oh, I know who you are, and hugs me. And I'm like, oh my God, we're friends. You just don't hug people. And then she's like telling a story, and she's like, do you know what I mean? And she hits my leg, and I'm like, we're hanging out next week. Look, I don't make the rules, but if you touch someone, you're friends. I just know the rules, and I'm gonna call her. I was not so smooth, and I'm not saying I was smooth, but I was not so smooth when I met Kelly Clarkson for the first time, which was weird because she showed up at some dive bar where I did stand-up, and I had such a bad set that I could have just been eating a sub sandwich on stage. I go, mwah, 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 thank you. Like, that's how bad it was, you know what I mean? So she's so nice, she comes up and she's like, it was really nice to meet you. And I was like, I like you. Is what I actually said to her. And she looked at me and went, and left. She didn't touch me, so I can't call her. Do you know what I mean? She knew the rules, apparently. She's not stupid. Because I'd have called her. Because I love Kelly Clarkson. I'm going to end on this. The common misconception with everyone that I know is that I just came to California to be a comedian, or kind of. You judge. And really, I'm an accomplished backup singer. You're welcome. Okay? People stand in line. Are you okay? I'm going to show you, if that's okay. Do you want to see what I do? Because you're here. Okay, DJ, if you can just play this for me. This is going to be, I didn't warm up, but. Your drink? No. Leave!
person that came with me, my man. All right, how you doing? My name's Famika, and you all staring at me like, like I've stole your wallets or something. Like she looks scared. And she's got tats on her face and a nose ring. So like I'm like, hello. So anyway, my name is Famika. I grew up in New York, if you can't tell. I live in Brooklyn. It's a tough place. Jehovah's Witnesses don't even knock. They just break in. Man, I'm funny. So, anyway, my neighborhood is tough. You know, like, it's really expensive. We're like, where you from? Yeah, like, where you from? Canada. I don't even know anybody from Canada except I get to quarter sometime my laundry, so that's about as far as I can go with you, yo. No, but seriously, my apartment is like about the size of this stage in New York. $2,000, you know what I'm saying? I bought a treadmill, it's like I was living in a hamster cage. No, seriously, my neighborhood's really messed up. It really is kind of scary, you know. You ask someone for directions, they say go down 3 crackheads, make a left. Come to a knife in the road. I said, you mean a fork? The guy's like, no, a knife. I said, what happens when I come to the knife? He's like, duck, hello. I was like, that's where all the Puerto Rican people live, who I love. Any Puerto Ricans here? No, because nobody's from New York, okay. I feel like right here I'm just like representing the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and I'm not even Puerto Rican, so. I'm multiple cultural. I'm half Italian, half black, which sort of equals a Puerto Rican. I mean, y'all like, I feel like I'm in Oklahoma. I don't even feel like I'm in New York. I feel like y'all like, I just like got like twisted up with like one of them Dorothy things and like left here. Y'all's like staring at me like, what's up with her? So anyway, all right. Where you from? Indiana. I have no jokes for Indiana either. It's messed up, I swear. All right, so anyway, okay, here we go. Have you ever met like black people, any of you in the house? So there goes my Obama jokes, right? Hello, that was out the window. What's up? Well, she looks like you look like you're at least from like Jersey or Long Island or something, no? Because she's like man rock and roll, you got the tattoos. Where you from? She's from Canada? Oh my God. You're like the scariest Canadian I think I've ever seen in my life. And that's what Kat, look at her, she's got like tats all over her arm. I was like, oh my God, you must have been to prison like for like years and stuff. She's like, oh, I'm from Canada. I'm not gonna mess with your man. Is that your man right there? Oh my God, she's like, yes. I'm like, okay, moving on. Don't hurt me. That'd be so embarrassing. I go back to the hood and I'll be like, I got my ass whooped by Canada. Like nobody gets whooped from Canada, not even Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get like Latinos and mixed people up in Canada? Do you have black people in Canada? Like, we like it warmer. It's like mad cold up there, right? I know you guys got the messed up coins that keep messing me up when I do the laundry. I don't understand. It's like, what does it equal? Like a quarter, 23 cents? I don't understand. Like you put the quarter in, I know it's got like a duck on it, but it just be messing me up. Like 1 week is like 17 cents, and then the next week is like 27 cents. I'm like so confused. Where you from? He looks scared. But don't worry, you with her. You guys like all together? You always kind of like came down? No, they're like, no, I'm not with the scary Canadian people. That's too much. Where you guys from? England? Oh, you all snotty, you know. England, they'd be like, oh, you messed up my language, you know, so I can't be rolling with you. I went to Amsterdam, though. That was fly. I went to Amsterdam. Anybody here ever go to Amsterdam? I didn't know about Amsterdam. All I knew was that they had these coffee shops, you know, and I'm like, okay, I need a latte, you know, because, you know, I'm like, why do I need cappuccino? That's like an old MC Light song, all your white folks don't know it. But anyway, so I go in and I go to Amsterdam, I walk into this coffee shop, a puff of smoke hit me. I don't remember anything after that. No, for real, y'all, the next day I looked down at my bed, I saw a man's leg in my bed, and I was like, oh my God, I'm a whore! It took me 5 minutes to realize it was my own leg. I just desperately needed a shave. Hello? So, and then I went to Paris. They said like Paris is like the city of love. Anybody here ever been to Paris? Oh my God. And they said, you know, they say it's a city of love, and it is. Everybody's in love. It's kind of scary, you know. I went to the Eiffel Tower, there were couples kissing and watching the sunset. And I went to the fountain of the Louvre Museum, and there was couples holding hands, and they were splashing in the fountain. And then I walked around the corner, and I looked in the pet store window, and there was 2 birds making out, you know. And so I was like, that's a little weird. Okay, so I go inside, and I say to the pet store guy, I was like, what kind of birds are these? And he's like, all snotty in French. So he was, these are poulet d'amour. These are love birds. In fact, these birds are so in love that if you separate them, they die. So I bought one. Like the one on the left, you know, screw that bird. I'm not gonna be a third wheel in my apartment, you know what I'm saying? I'll be all by myself. This bird will be colored up with another bird behind me. I don't need that. I already have low enough self-esteem, you know? Seriously, it's messed up. I can't find love for nothing. My man, they be taking all my money. It messes me up. You know, the only person I know in a good relationship is my brother, and he's gay. So that's like, you know, which I know doesn't go over with the rest of y'all because you're from the, you know, except for Canada. Canada and the France like, yeah, we don't care, we're Canada. We make our own rules. At least she does. Do you like slap him around? I'm not sure. And he's like, I love it. Yeah, he loves it. I hope that's not your mother. No? You're their mother. I was about to say, oh, them too. All right, because I was like, don't be there like, yeah, she locked me slapping her around. Like, okay, let's move on. So my brother came out of the closet the other day. You ever have someone come out the closet, but you know they was like gay all along? And then you can't be like we didn't know, you know? So we sitting through dinner. At the end of the meal, he looks up and he's like, I know this is gonna come as a shock. And then he like clutched his pearls in his matching handbag. I was like, did you know? I said, no, I didn't know. He was crying. I was like, here, take a tissue. Your mascara's running. He was like, thank you. All right, guys, that's like my time because they gave me the light and I'm gonna have to go. Thanks for listening.